You made it. Finally.
Just tell us where you meet next time. So, did you at least manage to find your wine?
Yep. Well, sort of. Jack made it out to be a rare collector's edition vintage, when actually it's just a half bottle of regular cider. This takes me back. The first time I saw this view, I hadn't even taken on this form yet. It was about 2,600 years ago, before the world had come under the rule of the Seven. At that time, Old Mondstadt was ruled by a tyrant who sealed off the city's perimeter with a ferocious hurricane. Even the birds couldn't get in or out.
Old Mondstadt? Oh, Paimon remembers! Nowadays it's known as Storm Terror's lair, right? You mentioned it before.
That's right. The Tyrant of the Winds who once ruled from that tower was Decarabian, god of storms. Back then, I was but a wisp among the thousand winds. I wasn't a god of anything. I didn't even have a human form. I was just a tiny elemental being who lived in the wind, a gentle breeze bringing subtle changes for the better, or tiny seeds of hope.
A tiny elemental being? Without a human form? Venti, do you mean you used to look different than you do now?
Yup. My current form is not so different from the situation with fake Stanley. I took the form of a friend. In Old Mondstadt transpired the story to be told. Where a tyrant ruled, I met a boy not that old. The lyre he played, and for a song he sought. But storm walls blocked blue sky. He was sincerely distraught. I do so wish to see the birds in flight, said he, his strong eyes filling with light. But his voice was lost in the howling wind's churn, for the whirlwind takes and gives not in return. The true sky and songs that cageless soar, were they not wishes worth fighting for? So the boy turned, extending his hand. Let us cast down the tyrant and his walls from this land. The young boy raised then the flag of revolt, and I threw myself into freedom's tumult. Victorious were we who fought to be free. Gods fell, winds whipped, nations shook violently. In the smoke, a despot met his doom. And we watched as his great tower fell none too soon. Mondstadt began anew, the story passed down, and since then never has another worn its crown.
So then what? What happened to your friend?
Say, Paimon, do you wish to hear the next part of the story?
Yes, of course! The suspense is killing Paimon! But Venti's telling his story! What makes you suddenly want to have a meat feast?
Getting a little peckish or something.
Paimon's had it up to here with you!
You know, you're so smart it almost makes me uncomfortable sometimes. But then, maybe it's right that true friends can tell what the other is thinking. A refreshing drink, a gentle breeze. Moments like this always take me back. Back to a song that I first heard from him. Fly, fly away. Like a bird in the sky. See the world on my behalf. To the heavens may you fly.
the world holds dear is but a backdrop of constant motion. I stand before it, alone and unchanging. Inactivity serves no purpose whatsoever. The world remains constant over the centuries, but human life is like the dew at dawn, or a bubble rising through water. Transitory. Inactivity serves no purpose whatsoever.
Take it easy. Quietly now. Enshroud! Eyes on me! One like the forest. Enshroud! Let's nip that in the bud. Can't see. Enshroud! Treasure. One way to draw your target out of hiding. Gotcha.
Let's...
Can't see. Enshroud.
Busted. Game's up. Time's up.
I'll uproot you. One thing after another.
To ashes! Not bad.
One with the forest. Let's nip that in the bud.
Power that ended Haishan!
Let the show begin.
Nice. I'm starting to lose count. Quietly now.
Can't see. I'll uproot you.
Here comes the catch. Busted. To ashes!
Let's nip that in the bud. One with the forest. Can't see. One thing after another.
Ready, steady, go!
Enshroud! I'll uproot you! Ah, flowers!
Haven't bloomed yet.
Time to act.
There is no escape!
No, my sword! Gotcha! Busted. Things are about to get dicey. Power the ended Python! Inazuma shines eternal! Shine down!
The world remains constant over the centuries, but human life is like the dew at dawn, or a bubble rising through water. Transitory. All the world holds dear is but a backdrop of constant motion. I stand before it, alone and unchanging.
Ad Astra Abyssosk. Thank you for completing today's commissions. Here is your reward.
Illusion shattered!
Ad Astra Abyssosk. Welcome to the Adventurers Guild.
Paimon will have this one, and this one, ooh, and this one. Hey, Paimon's really hungry! And don't forget, Paimon's also ordering for you, too. It's not like Paimon's gonna eat everything by herself. Ooh, Paimon is super full.
Is everything packed up and ready? What do you...
Yes, everything's ready. I've packed some
I must remember to get... Please, feel free to pay a visit to Cat's Tail anytime.
Enjoying the scenery?
Oh, Tone Deaf Bard! Are you here for some food as well?
Oh, I can put something on your tab? Well, that's a pity. I already had a few drinks before coming here. I shall take you up on your kind offer another day. There should be no shortage of opportunities in the future. Anywho, you should be getting ready to thank me. I come bearing good news.
What kind of good news?
Behold!
What is it?
It's what you need the most right now. The answer to the prophetic puzzle. Simply head to the location marked on the map, and you'll find the lantern you've been looking for. If I were you, I wouldn't just go and reveal the secret right away. As you've seen, a lot of people have been laboring hard to uncover the answer. A secret is like a well-aged brew. The aroma from the bottle is sweetest when revealed in the company of friends. Then it's settled. I'll leave you to your business for now. Feel free to find me for a chat again once you're done working through the prophecy. Also, if you have some time, we could organize another fast-track love poem class.
Oh, you're starting that up again?
I sure am. Nobody else has signed up this year, though, so the duty to learn falls on you. Anyway, see you later.
Benti always looks so relaxed whenever we run into him. Paimon can't help but be jealous.
Excuse me, if you don't mind, could I chat with you for a moment?
Oh? Who are you?
You may call me Scarlet. Just like you, I'm a traveler visiting Mondstadt from another land. Mind if I buy you a drink? Leaving the door open for another time, I see. I can tell that you've dealt with a lot of people during your travels.
You can tell? Well, we are very experienced adventurers after all.
I can. That's why I tried to strike up a conversation with you in the first place. I was on my way to go shopping earlier when I overheard your conversation next to the crafting bench. From what...
Yep, bizarre is definitely the word.
Don't you think it sounds just like the kind of story that would happen in Mondstadt? Anyway, that's why I wanted to ask you a favor. Not so much the prophecy itself, but Mondstadt as a nation. That's what I'm interested in. I was born in a distant land, but I have family and friends who once lived in Mondstadt for a long time. They said that it's as it happens, someone I know has an anniversary coming up soon. So I figured this would be a good time to come here and see all the sights that she once saw.
What do you think about Mondstadt so far?
It certainly lives up to its name as the city of romance and freedom.
We think so too.
So, about the prophecy. Thank you. You're very friendly. It's been a real pleasure to meet you. I'll leave it to you then. Hope you continue to enjoy the city and have a wonderful day.
She definitely isn't dressed like a local, huh? Where do you think her hometown?
Please find me a flower that is not of this world, and a guide who will never get lost. Find me one who would never lie, as well as a legend that never ends. I never thought I'd have someone secretly following me, even in a free city like Mondstadt. Good day to you, miss.
It's time! It's time! Let's go meet Sucrose and Kale at the crafting bench! Hey, we're here!
Traveler, Paimon, great timing. We got a lot of letters in the mailbox, and I just finished sorting them into 4 groups.
Nice work!
Well, the real work. Welcome. How can I help you? Let me quickly summarize what we found out about a flower that is not of Tainari believe. As for my answer, I think a clock in the shape of a flower would constitute one that is not of this world.
Here's what we've gathered regarding a guide. Mona said that Mika didn't submit much. Amber also wrote in.
As for one who Timaeus seems to have forgotten to write to us.
And finally, this is what we've gathered. Lisa believes that legends live. So, what are the answers? You're really smart, Paimon. I bet you can figure it all out in no time.
Or, let's all share our thoughts.
The Vision Hunt Decree.
Wait! Wait for me!
Oh, Timaeus!
I'm sorry, I really am.
Huh? This is kind of sudden. Not that we don't trust you, Timaeus, but...
Of course. Do you still remember the time well, basically, she helped me out a lot with my research.
Wait! So Ying-Er is the girl from Leo. We always assumed you were hard at work every time we saw you at the crafting bench. So you've just been writing letters to Ying-Er the whole time?
No, I mean, not all the time. Anyway, a few months...
So, at Starsnet...
Well, that's right. The Cecilia flower is said to represent... I know full well... but yesterday, Albedo told me that Sucrose has been working hard to help an...
Huh?
And when I went, I feel I've been spending all of my time in my own fantasy world while everyone else is...
Oh, Timaeus.
And that's why I've decided to join you.
But then what about you?
Yeah. Haven't you been planning this for over a month now? You said...
Well, yes. I did mention in my letters that I'd like her to visit. I explained that a matter of great... I made sure to pack... Point being, please know that I sincerely...
Well, you certainly convinced me.
Thank you, Timaeus.
Ah, thank you, everyone.
Okay, so it looks like we found our one. Great! Let's... Okay, Paimon will do the honors. Ahem. We have with us here... Huh? But all right, that's me!
With Klee here, this all somehow feels like we're getting ready.
There's nothing wrong with a more relaxed atmosphere, of course. We will soon see if my hypothesis has any merit.
Actually...
Me too.
But weren't you all
Yeah.
Actually, I know what you're...
Well,
Oh, we know something about that.
What? Wow, that's amazing. You really know how to do everything under the sun.
Then we'll let you lead the way.
This is it! We're off to find the secret...
take it easy.
There's a player nearby! That way! Let's go see!
flowers from other nations count as windblowers too?
Yeah.
According to the map, it should be somewhere around here. Aw, I don't see any lanterns here. Now that I think about it, the prophecy didn't say anything about what the Lantern Utmost Joy actually looks like, right? Maybe we've overlooked something?
Traveler, are you trying to figure out something else from the paper?
Paimon's reading too! Huh? It says to look up. But there's nothing above us! Place the squirrel on the back of the pointy-eared cat, and a pious puppy will open the doors to show you the way. Huh. Paimon read the whole thing out loud, but nothing's happening. Look! Look! The wind is blowing!
What a strong wind current. Let's ride it up and see where it leads us.
Huh? We'll have to fly up there? Can someone carry me with them?
Here.
This is the first time I've ever flown like this!
How did this little island get up here in the sky? Did somebody make it? Just to be safe, I've been jotting down our entire route here. This way, no one will get lost. Oh, good thinking, Kale! Huh. Who would have thought we'd find this kind of
I never would have guessed that such a place could exist.
Wow, look at that pretty lantern on the table. There's even a chair for each side of the lantern, too.
There seems to be something on the back of this chair. Take your seat, present your answers, and you shall reach enlightenment. Well, as far as instructions go, I guess that's simple enough.
So we just need to do as it says, right?
Wait a second.
Huh? What is it, Albedo?
We'd better make sure this place is safe before taking our seats.
Well, all our questions and doubts aside, the scenery here is pretty amazing. It'd be impossible to feel stressed here.
How How is everything, Albedo?
Everything seems to be fine. I didn't find any traps or suspicious mechanisms, but I also couldn't find any overt destructive devices.
Huh? What do you mean?
Well, it seems that wrong answers won't have any catastrophic consequences. Looks like we'll have to sit on these chairs and fulfill the prophecy. Everyone, I would like to suggest...
That sounds...
Ah, I get what he means. If we do as he says, then we may be...
I see. That... Mona, is there something wrong? You're not looking too good. Oh, are you hungry? I brought some snacks.
Thank you for offering, Klee, but that's not quite it. While Albedo was checking just now, I gave my scryglass a spin hoping to find some information. But there's a strange aura to this place. It's almost as if someone has been staring at me as soon as we stepped foot in here. But if nothing here has actually been physically tampered with, then no. Could that person be...
What do you mean, Mona? Who could it be?
Never mind. It's not like I've got any proof.
Don't leave us on the edge like this, Mona. I'll just do what Albedo said.
Yes, let's test the
Come on, join us, Mona.
Oh, all right.
Okay, then I'll answer the first...
You can do it.
Then I would fetch a Tetratanic...
All right, I'm up next. My part of the prophecy is to find a guide who will...
Kali, I hope you found your answer.
My answer is that I will be that guide. For a long time, I have been guided by others. Although I still haven't made a name for myself, and I'm still quite immature, I want to help others the same way Amber, Master Tainari, Sino, and everyone else helped me.
All right. It's up to me to answer the third part. Although I've never really had any other virtues or... I'd like to thank everyone
And last but not least, there's no tale more befitting the title of a legend that never ends than our fates as human beings.
Wait! The lantern just lit up! Whoa! All four sides of the lantern are glowing! Huh? But...
Kale, could I ask you to stand up for a second?
Oh, all right. Huh? What's going on? Why is it lighting up regardless of who's sitting in the chair? Didn't it say we have to answer all the questions correctly?
It's pretty clear now, isn't it? We've just proven that there is no right answer for this prophecy.
No right answer? But how could that be?
Although the instructions had come from an old and enigmatic prophecy, it is in fact nothing like the ancient mechanism that we had all imagined it to be. I believe the lantern only serves as a simple signal.
And to think, I never expected you to actually find this place.
What? There's someone else here?
We meet again, traveler.
Hey! You're that Outlander we met the other day at Good Hunter!
It's all thanks to you that I was able to find this place. Good thing that you were too preoccupied with the prophecy to notice someone tailing you from the shadows.
Oh, is that so? Then, why do I spy yet another person following in your shadow?
Wait, really?
There's no need for pleasantries. You should know I'm here for you.
Is it just because I'm a visitor from abroad?
I was there when you snuck your way into Marjorie's place.
Huh. So you had your eyes on me even then, huh? That was 2 whole weeks ago, you know.
It's hard not to notice you when I'm on duty every day.
All right. In that case, I'll admit it. I was the person who slipped this prophecy into the storybook.
Huh? But why?
Don't worry. Even though you probably have plenty of in fact, many of you here today may have heard the code name of the one who left the prophecy to me. She hailed from an ancient assembly of powerful women, each of whom used a single letter to signify themselves.
Who would have guessed? It seems that power was indeed left behind by the old hag after all.
Ah, so you're B's student. It's an honor to meet you. I am Scarlet, the successor of Jay.
Well, what are you talking about?
It's a long story, but since you've all spent so much time and energy, the lantern has already been lit. Now then, please allow me to disturb your happy peace.
Huh. Why did this little thing just light up? How—
Hello? On the other side of the lantern.
Mom? Oh, I hear many youthful voices.
Madam, I am Scarlet, the successor of Jay.
Oh, since we've last gathered, Jay's successor has already become so reckless and bold. Unbelievable.
Wait. Why are you talking just like the old hag?
Old hag?
Who are you? Who dares imitate my master?
And what of imitation and mimicry? It has always been a fool's errand to mimic and learn from humanity.
Oh, it's Alice. I'm here too.
Mom, why are you trying to talk like other people?
So I see everyone's here. Well,
Miss Alice, why would you...
Well, it's been many years since this lantern last lit up. You can't blame me for thinking that one of the old friends from my youth may have decided to catch up again.
Why she sounds so coy all of a sudden?
And if I recall correctly, we left this lantern in the care of the Animo Archon Barbados. You must be commended for uncovering an artifact entrusted to the god of wind himself. Tell me, are you sitting around my beloved tea party table?
It's a really long table.
Oh, so you are. I suppose this means even the Animo Archon has granted you entry to this place. Was all of this Scarlet's doing?
Wait. Paimon's completely lost now. So what was this?
Oh, Miss Alice.
Well, you should be rewarded for making it all the way up here and activating the lantern. Now then, let me tell you a long and... Ever heard of the Hexenzirkel? As the spooky name suggests, it's a secret society. Once upon a time, it even challenged the Animo Archon himself. But he replied, "Let us make music, not war, and resolve our conflicts through song." From then on, the mages would only ever convene in the woods, in the skies, or on the edges of cliffs. At these tea parties, they discussed their stories and secrets and resolved their differences, as the tea and cakes bore witness to their pledge never to fight amongst themselves.
Yesterday, I snuffed out the life of my beloved. He had grown old and was extremely sick. He loved me dearly, so I took his fate in my hands and ended his pain.
I'm raising a son. Of all the children I had, he's the only one left. But I suppose that still makes me a mother.
My lifespan is nothing compared to yours, so I wish to leave you with my storybook. Actually, maybe you can pass it on to your children one day.
Oh, this looks interesting. Let me scry.
My dear sisters, we mustn't let prophecies threaten our bonds of friendship. Even the most frightening witch was once a little girl, and growing up can be so tough. Sometimes we all need to vent our troubles to the wind. Even if the nations go to war, or the sky falls down, the mages' tea parties shall forever be held around this table.
So this is where the legendary mages held their meetings.
That's right. We often met here to...
Then what?
About that. I never expected anyone other than Jay to actually read the full contents of that prophecy. It's a little embarrassing. The truth is, that prophecy was actually just a...
So it wasn't...
I must thank you for resisting the urge to immediately reveal the truth to everybody, Albedo. Knowing you, you probably figured out everything the moment you laid eyes on the message.
No, it took me a little longer than that.
A flower that is not of this world, a guide who will never get lost, one who would never lie, and a legend that never ends. These 4 descriptions signify 4 individual mages. When a member of the organization had to leave the group to spend the rest of her days with her beloved, the other mages would write down this prophecy and send it to her to invite her for a final get-together. A flower that is not of this world signifies, of course, flowers that do not naturally exist in this world. This is the signature of our full name, Rhine-daughter, also known as Gold. If there's anyone in this world who could create a flower species that does not yet exist, it would be her. The guide who will never get lost is N, otherwise known as Nicole. You may not have encountered her yet, but she is a truly extraordinary woman who has made this world's direction and order her subject of study. Some of you may be fortunate enough to have already heard her voice. Like a prophetess, she will only speak to guide people toward the truth when a change has occurred in the world. She has a tendency to suddenly speak in someone's mind without any warning. If one day you would be unfortunate enough to run into a truly dangerous situation, she may use her voice to guide the way forward for you.
Who would have guessed?
The one who would, as for a legend... Huh? Don't you think so?
Paimon's getting...
It may sound... Alice...
Do you also...
Title aside, I used to think that the Hexen Circle was a group of women who could...
Do you think less?
No, not at all.
You're right.
Oh.
Now is not a good...
So the mage who would...
Precisely. Please come to...
So, this...
All journeys are... Dear child, but no matter how... As long as...
Oh.
If you ask how I see it, the Hexen Circle is just a group of ladies that I spent my youth with. Anyway.
Bye, Mom!
Goodbye, darling. And farewell to all of our other friends as well. I'm sure we'll see each other again. Oh, now that I think of it, isn't it getting close to that time of year?
Yes, it's wind...
It's also a special and...
Yes,
Whoa! Ah, Albedo! Why didn't you tell me we'd have to glide all the way back down?
Are you okay?
I'm fine. I'm just a little glider sick, that's all.
You may want...
It sounds like you...
But still, of course.
If anything...
Oh, no.
Well...
Oh, Monsieur...
Hey, you three? You may want...
Huh?
Oh, yep, that's it.
I was ready. You said you could... I wouldn't.
Oh, really?
am so glad to.
I have to say, you can be happy, but
I've never visited. Maybe I'll get shot since we are. But that's a topic that my mom brought it up. But she also said, why don't you give it?
Okay. They're really having a great conversation. Paimon can't.
I nearly forgot this texture. Yep, they're super sweet. I'm all.
Thank you.
Kale? I've heard that.
I don't know what this. Sucrose! Oh, really?
Of course.
Huh? It was like a.
Well, I'll keep working.
Yeah, you can.
Oh, it looks like you.
Master Trainer.
If your friendship.
That's it.
All that matters is that I've enjoyed Mondstadt immensely. The dragon.
Oh, that reminds me. Traveler, this card back is for you. Saino wanted you to have one for yourself.
I'm a master.
Can you believe this guy? Wait, huh? Yeah. I made these bookmarks from Sumeru roses at the hotel during Windbloom.
But Tainari.
Well.
Oh, whoa! Are these really for us?
So,
One, although they're not native, I want to give them the real blessing. Sucrose,
huh?
Doesn't it look?
vision hunt decree. Is something bad happening?
And a radish veggie soup.